Alright, so welcome back, guys. Welcome to your first time here. I'm Vision Hero Bun Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm giving you guys a video based off the recent penultimate episode for Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Now, if Power Rangers is something you're interested in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That would miss no more Power Rangers content from me moving forward. Now let's begin. Now, first off, spoiler alert if you haven't seen this Saturday's episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers source code, because I will be going into heavy, huge spoilers in this episode. So, if you haven't seen it already, then please come back later. But we're getting right into this. It has been revealed that Evox, who has been the main villain in Power Rangers Beast Morphers, is actually Venjix from RPM. Now, this is huge, big reveal for Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Now, I know there have been fans talking and theorizing, saying that Evox or whatever has some kind of connection or is Venjix or something like that. Now, personally, I never believed that. I had no faith in the world that this would actually happen, mainly due to Nickelodeon and Neo Saban's work over the past 10 years. I just had no faith or belief that this would actually happen. However, at this moment, I am totally shocked. I can't even get over the fact that they actually did this. Now, I know Neo Saban somewhat had their hands in the cooking up this season or whatever. So they probably did have some work in it, but I do credit Hasbro somewhat in this, because I do not believe the Neo Saban era had the whatever do something like this. I do not believe it. And I think this is a great big reveal. And one of the things I think was even better and a huge reveal is that they actually got the voice actor who did Venjix in RPM to come back to voice Venjix once it was revealed that Evox was Venjix. That is something amazing. Like, again, I would never have guessed this based on what has happened with Power Rangers over the past 10 years. And the fact that they did this proves, in my opinion, whether Hasbro had a big influence on this or a little influence. It gives me a lot of hope with Hasbro in the driver's seat of Power Rangers. Like, connecting this to RPM was great. And the way they did it was great. You had Nate working on trying to figure out how to tap into the morphing grid using past Ranger Morphers. Then you got him working on the Morphers from the RPM universe, which, as we know from RPM, Venjix downloaded a copy of himself into Scott's Morpher. So when, experimenting on them, you got Nate who accidentally, unleashed Venjix, which was great. And overall, I love this, and I love how the previous episode, set things up, and I love how in the last episode, you got hinted at something big happening, as Evox mentioned how, it'll be soon for everybody to know who my real identity was. Although I never really had any hope for this, I honestly was shocked at overall. Now, I did have some hint and implication due to one of my fellow YouTubers on here that covers Power Rangers as well, Dawson Ryder. And I'm not going to say he ruined it for me, but I will say he took away some of the impact here, because now the final episodes of Beast Wars did air this past summer, and I think the UK. And Dawson Ryder did do some reviews from back when they first aired. And one of his thumbnails for the episode had Venjix and pretty much confirmed it there, or hinted at it there. So I feel like to some extent it was somewhat revealed there. And then I was watching, I think it was Watch Mojo. I hate those people over there. I just happened to pull it up just because I was curious. And they did this video about the top 10 biggest shocking moments of Power Rangers. And one of them was Evox being Venjix. And this was long before this even aired in the US. So it further ruined the blow there. It was just, I didn't like how people reveal that stuff early on. I feel like there should be some kind of weight or something in that regards to respect both US and overseas fans. I don't think that's right that this information is revealed through channels like that. Dawson Ryder, I feel like, is a different situation, but someone like Watch Mojo should be a lot better. But that's beside the point. But again, huge reveal. Great stuff. Now, if I'm going based off the episode's source code, for a penultimate episode, it was good. Great reveal of Vengeance. We got to see Dr. K come back. Really great stuff there. But with a penultimate episode, I feel like there was a lot of downtime in this episode. If you think about it this way, source code would be part 1 of the 2-part finale with next week's episode. And if you look at the 2-part finales for any show, they're very quick moving. They're highly moving, and you don't really get a second to move in the finale. However, with this finale, pretty much, because this is the first part of the 2-part or 3-part, whatever you want to call it. But this is like you get this big moment of Vengeance being revealed. You got everything going on with Blaze, and then you get this downtime of Nate doubting himself, and it felt like it was going very great. But then you have this moment where Nate's like going through like a crisis, and I get it. I get what they were going for with Nate. But when you have these moments in finales, you don't really get these moments. It's always fast action. And that's one of the things that, yes, you need these moments, but I feel like the fast action is what makes these finales more big and more, like, exciting. Yes, next week is pretty much technically the finale. But this also had a big play in the finale. Like I said, it's practically part 1 of the 2-part finale. And even in 2-parters, you don't get these small moments. SPD, you don't really get these small moments where you get to breathe. And yes, maybe once in a while you need those moments. But they're not like 5 minutes. You can do a moment to breathe with just a few minutes. You don't need like a big segment of Nate going through a midlife crisis. And Dr. K helping him, that's not part of, like, I don't count that as being a slowed down moment. I count that as being moving everything forward. But Nate just sitting there like having a pity party or whatever felt like they derailed the story. Like they took away the action. Like Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, you don't get these very much downtime moments. Yes, in Ninja Storm you actually do after the Thunder Zord is destroyed and everything. You do get some downtime moments. Wild Force is a good example of everything moving quick and fast. I mean, even the death of Kite was done quick and fast. Here, it's just like the Nate moment was just dragged out a little bit too long. But overall, I think this is a very strong episode, great penultimate episode, and love the reveal of Vengeance. Like I said, I didn't believe they would ever do this. I had no faith in Nickelodeon or anything that this would actually happen. So it happening actually proves to me that Hasbro knows what it's doing and knows its fan base and actually cares. So it gives me good hope for the future of Power Rangers under the whole Hasbro era. The only downsides to this episode, other than the Nate moments, were the Ben and Betty moments. Now, the first Ben and Betty moments were somewhat okay, like them trying to stop Evox / Vengeance. Okay, I could have gone without that, but it's still meh to okay. Then their later thing with Dr. K. Again, I kind of wish they would have just X'd that whole thing out with them doing that stuff. Again, just couldn't care less for that. So, to them, they were just meh, okay. They really could have been excluded from the episode and we really wouldn't have lost anything. Honestly, they could have removed it and we could have gotten a lot more action. But yeah, it was fine. I mean, again, love how the previous episode with Blaze set up everything here. It was a great 3-part finale, pretty much. And I really loved what they did. And I'm excited to see the finale. I kind of have heard rumblings of what's happening in the finale due to, UK releases early, but I'm still trying to stay in the dark. So if you do know, please don't give me anything too big. I'll probably do a review of next week's episode. I'm not sure. I might do a review of the final episode along with season 2 and the entire series altogether. I kind of might just cram all of those into just one review. I'm not sure yet, but definitely really excited to see the finale. Beast Morphers has definitely been a great season, and I'm super excited to see what Hasbro can do with PR. After what they did here, I have high hopes, and Beast Morphers was a great season. The team up was decent and pretty good, and just overall, I think this has been a solid season, and it was a great season to start the Hasbro era off on. But let me know all your thoughts and opinions about this in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, those are my thoughts and opinions regarding the new reveal that Evox is actually the Vengeance virus in Power Rangers Beast Morphers. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. Don't miss more Power Rangers content from me moving forward. And you can go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is linked in the best section on my YouTube channel. As always, it's been Vision Hero Boy Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.